Alright guys, say goodbye to the sneaky cat. And I'm not really showing you exactly what car I got. That's gonna be the next video, but we are saying goodbye to the sneaky cat. Had an awesome time with it. So many good memories with you guys, my family, my friends. That car is so awesome to me. And I'll get another Hellcat someday, but we're changing up for the time being. This is what I do. Let's cold start it and let you hear what it sounds like first. So I'm sure you can tell what the car is by the sound. And that. $104, 10 quarts of 5W50 and 1 Motorcraft oil filter.
I'm just saying right now, until you start modding it, then it'll be...
Yeah, it needs mods, it's stock.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so the front one is pretty much done. You can see it's still drying in a couple spots, but I think the Mustang is around to stay for a while. I'll show you guys at the house, but I saw some people just put some double-sided tape around here and then you just put it in the Mustang vent that's up here. Ready. Are you guys ready? Oh, I'm so excited! Oh, that's nice. And that's really the plan, is to get the car running by this summer. So turbo's gonna sit right about here. Looking at it right now, I still think the front mount will fit back there. However, if it doesn't, we've got plenty of room now to work with. Okay, so this is a Treadstone Performance intercooler. Where I can see it, I think this is gonna be good. So, a CG Fabrications hot parts kit. So we've got the crossover pipe, some dump tubes for the wastegates. This is the pipe that will connect the two manifolds to each other, and then the turbo will mount up there. We've got some 3.5 inch and some 3-inch piping. It's pretty nice stuff. If I'm driving it on the road, it's like I'm gonna be out road course racing. So, sway bar is out. Bam! And now, yeah. This sucker's heavy too. Because you gotta think, you got 2 mufflers here, and then a large suitcase looking muffler there. So, and picked up some exhaust heat wrap. So I've got some of this stuff to cover up some of the wires or any electrical stuff that's near the hot parts. These are to wrap the headers, crossover pipe. Once again, anything that's close to electrical. I've got all the fittings in there, intercooler back there, all the piping in there. Had our little baby turbo there. This is the whole turbo kit laid out. First thing I'm gonna do is try and remove the exhaust manifolds. And so we're gonna jack up the car. I'm gonna get under there, try and remove the exhaust manifolds. I know they take a while. And then we're gonna try and get the oil pan off. It's off of the driver's side manifold, so now we'll be able to drop that. Joseph was correct as always. It was a lot harder than I thought it would be. And then the engine mount can come out after that. It's already unbolted. And then that should give us access to this shitty ass passenger side header. So we're working on dropping the oil pan right now, which you actually have to drop the K-member. So we're loosening up all the bolts up here. We've got our supports over here. This is what you gotta do just to take the oil pan out. So we have dropped the K-member. It's pretty crazy, you can see inside the crankshaft. Where it is. Oh, there it is. You guys can see the crankshaft in there. So we've got this K-member pretty far down. Have a small setback at the moment, which I kind of knew this was coming. But if you guys don't know, the 2018 and 2019 Mustangs have a plastic oil pan, and we need to drill and tap that to have an oil return line. Now, what a lot of people have done is either get a Moroso oil pan, which by the time you get a windage tray and gaskets for it, it's about $700 to $800. The other thing people are doing is running a scavenge pump, which is probably like 400 to 500 depending on lines and fittings. So you could run a scavenge pump. We're drilling the pan. We think we overcomplicated it. So now we actually, thanks to Brady.
No, who came up with this idea at the front?
Yeah, but it took you 5 hours. Brady comes for 5 minutes and we figure it out.
Yeah.
So, Joseph said to drill in the front. Actually, I don't know why we were going on the side, because the windage tray stops or starts back here, so we have plenty of room to keep it clean.
Race car.
The torque sequence here, 18 inch-pounds, 89 inch-pounds, and then 45 degrees from there. So we'll start working. But that is the problem right there. So we're gonna have to relocate the fuse box and the PCM to the fender well. Other side, doesn't look too bad. Probably have to bend a couple lines, but that's what you get, right?
Yeah.
Leave the firewall right there. Then we're gonna go towards the engine bay and pull them all out. So we've also moved the trans cooler down. We're gonna have to put a little bracket on that side, but we just moved it down. And we're gonna have to move these lines out of the way, because as you can see right there is where the wastegate's gonna go. And it's gonna be touching the lines. So we're gonna have to move the lines out of the way, but first we're gonna start heat wrapping some of this stuff. Looking pretty good. So I'm working on oil pressure sensor over there. We've got to tap it to run the oil feed line, which is really what we need right now. This is the only thing really holding us back. So just gonna try and knock out some of this stuff so we can get back to turbo stuff. So we've pretty much got it lined up where we want it. We made sure it clears the hood. It's ready to be tacked. Tacked down. So there's the transition right there. Alright, so here's the wiring from yesterday. Just need to cover these up, but there's a little distribution block. The wires are all ran up to the battery. So once the battery's in, we'll be good to go.
The hot pipes.
This is a monumental moment right now.
Almost hold on, let's get that shot.
Almost looks
David's
like
in the way of me getting the shot.
Almost looks like a real turbo kit. Making huge progress. With all this bolted on, it looks like we actually did something this past week and a half. This is a 2,000 rear wheel horsepower capable fuel system. These are the fuel rails. Got some fittings. So we'll just pull one of these out. That way we don't make a mess. Super clean. Plug and play installation. To the downpipe, we've just got this tacked to the V-band. Look at that. So this is just tacked up right now. Joseph's gonna lay some dimes here in a couple minutes. Oh boy, this is really happening. Hey look, my hood. Put a rubber grommet around it to protect it, and ran it all the way through the fender line and then brought it back here, so it really cleaned up all the lines instead of having it just hanging over all this stuff. Do you see the symmetry and the welds? My goodness. Huge shot, Joseph. You really outdid yourself.
I want to try.
Happening was the exhaust side is the side that we were choking up on. So this doesn't look as big because this freaking compressor side is so huge, but it actually is a lot bigger than that. So this is all right. So here's the first part of the downpipe. So we've got these two pieces tacked together.
Looks pretty good though.
Yeah.
Think it's gonna fix it?
I hope so. We're gonna go make some pulls. We are gonna turn up the boost a little bit today.